Hello, mis amores. Hope you're doing great. It's been a while, not for you, but for me, because I've provided you with content, although the last time I sat down, and by that I mean stand to film, was like 3 weeks ago, so this feels a bit strange. Anyway, today I thought it would be nice to do some manifesting, I guess. Recently my TikTok thought that I would be in need of dinner ideas for dates, not knowing that I don't go on dates. So therefore I'm looking at this video as a form of manifestation and decided I wanted to judge some date recipes so that when the time comes, I've got some recipes to make, and also you will have some recipes to make. Whenever that is. So I found 3 cute recipes. 2 will take you a little bit longer if you're like a little bit more into cooking, and one of them is like very easy. That also might not be the most impressive recipe ever, but will still make you feel good. I say, not having tried it, I'm confident. Manifestation, right? Without further ado, let me put on my date outfit. I'm joking. I'm gonna cook in this. Maybe I'm gonna change into my date outfit later. But we're gonna get started with the first recipe, which is actually the one that inspired this video. We're gonna make a zucchini parmigiana. A baked zucchini parmigiana, or baked courgette parmigiana. So far I've only tried parmigiana with eggplant. You know, it's basically like a lasagna, just without the bolognese. And without the pasta. Like, it's just layered vegetable with sauce and cheese. As a first step, you're going to slice your zucchini, then lay them out flat and sprinkle some salt on top so they start sweating, just to get rid of some of the moisture that is in there. So now you're all caught up. Look at it sweating. We can get rid of all of the sweat on top. Next up is to tell you guys what else you need. And the list honestly isn't too long. It's just gonna take you a little while longer because obviously we're gonna use the oven twice. Kind of sad to be making a recipe for a date night for just one person and then like trying to cut all the ingredients into half, but we're gonna put it into an oven dish, and like cutting this one in half will just make it a really flat parmigiana. So I'm gonna have a lot of this dish. So you already know that you're gonna need about 5 zucchinis, and this is like all the rest. You need about 3.5 cups of shredded mozzarella, about 1/4 cup of parmesan. I'm gonna add more parmesan than mozzarella. 450 grams of tomato sauce, 2 eggs, a cup of seasoned Italian breadcrumbs. I have never heard of seasoned breadcrumbs in general. Definitely haven't heard of seasoned Italian breadcrumbs. Guess I'm just gonna add seasoning to my cup of breadcrumbs. And lastly, just some parsley and some fresh basil. And then obviously Italian seasoning and like pepper and salt. And since we're in Italy right now, I'm gonna eat some tartufo. You can preheat your oven to 200 degrees Celsius. So my zucchini is as dry as can be. You're gonna need 2 bowls, one for the eggs, and one for your seasoned breadcrumbs that we have yet to season. I don't know, man, just gonna add some garlic. Garlic for a date might not be the best idea anyway. These Italian herb mixture. Some extra oregano, because oregano is always very Italian. And basil, of course. Then we're also gonna add the parmesan to the breadcrumbs. I'm gonna save more for later, just for the layering process. And lastly, also add some parsley to it. We're gonna quickly mix that all together as well. I mean, I might have used a little bit too much parmesan here. Somehow I never thought of seasoning my breadcrumbs, which I also never really use. So now it's time to drown our zucchini in whatever it is we've just created. I'm gonna be placing our zucchini pieces on this wire cooling rack, just so once we put it into the oven, the hot air will circulate and also reach the bottom. So we're gonna start with the egg mixture. Dip it in, all sides, yada yada. And then we're gonna dip it into our breadcrumbs. Yeah, Chili is so excited about our zucchini. Yeah. Some of these pieces are like really thick. To be fair, it's just because my mother FaceTimed me while I was doing it. Then I got distracted. Once your entire kitchen has become a total mess, you can bake your zucchini slices for 15 to 20 minutes in the oven, and then we'll be back to create a parmesan. The last steps are very easy. We're just gonna have to do a bit of layering, and it's also not very hard. Get your oven dish, and then you start with a layer of the tomato sauce. Gonna add a layer of parmesan, which is not in the recipe, but I just wanna do that. Top with more sauce. It's okay if the zucchinis layer a little bit. Oh fuck, I wanted to add some grated mozzarella after the sauce, but now I forgot that, so I'm just gonna add some now. Sauce. I kind of ran out of sauce. La 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 la. It's a very thin layer, but it's also fine. Top it off with some mozzarella, and I'm gonna do a mixture of mozzarella and parmesan actually. Now this goes into the oven, and for the first time I think in the history of my life, I actually like the idea of an oven dish. I mean, for a date night it's really nice to prepare that, then put it in the oven, and while it's in the oven you can get ready and then hopefully be ready once the food is done and your date arrives, if they won't leave you hanging. Bake it in the oven for 15 minutes or until it starts to bubble, and then for the last 2 minutes turn the oven to broil. Hi guys, I didn't get changed. I know you were expecting like a full-on proper date look, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow for our other 2 recipes. But for tonight I'm yours. So deny the truth. And this is our zucchini parmigiana. Looks nice, looks cute. Got very brown on top, which is nice, and very nice cheese crust. I just really hope that it'll taste good. I mean, it looks very good. It says to wait like 20 minutes. I'm very hungry now, and I just can't wait. So, my date, how's your day been? I cooked this for you. Okay, cheese. Whoa, cheese. To top it off, some fresh basil. Oops, I mean, it should be on top. I'm gonna burn my throat, my mouth, my everything, but hopefully it'll be worth it. Nothing has been burnt. I was afraid of one thing and one thing only, that there won't be enough flavor as in seasoning in there, and that is the case. But I gotta say, sometimes with Italian food, if you're not like a super professional chef, Italian food can be lacking seasoning at times. But that's an easy fix. I just love this. I don't think it'll leave your date impressed, but definitely well fed and surely happy if you've got some nice dessert after. I was talking about ice cream or so. Wow, hello guys. I can't believe I'm still not dressed for the occasion. I'm so sorry. I mean, then again, if this was a little tighter, you know, then maybe I would wear this to a date. But alas, we're only here to prepare for now. Sorry if I look tired, you know, last night's date got a little bit longer than I wanted to, you know. Basically didn't get any sleep. But here we are, getting ready for the night and also our date. As the second recipe, this is something that I found on Pinterest. Ooh, I actually found it. I thought the post was so funny. 45 romantic recipes to impress your boyfriend. And that's what we're here to do, right? Today we're gonna try a mushroom version of enchiladas. Specifically, creamy mushroom enchiladas. I think enchiladas could be a really nice date food because they're also filling, they're like cozy. Here's what you need for them. First off, a lot of excitement for this. I've got that checked. So we're not starting off strong. You need 6 to 8 corn tortillas. I couldn't find corn tortillas to save my life because I live in Germany. They're not super hard to find, but the places that I went to didn't have them, and then I gave up. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 small red onion thinly sliced, and 3 cloves of garlic minced, 1 tablespoon of dried tarragon or 3 tablespoons of fresh one. I have never bought tarragon. Smells kind of good. It smells like, ooh, this one liquor. Sambuca? Oh, sambuca is made using coriander and fennel. But why does this smell like sambuca? Oh, and other herbs. Probably a lot of this. 3 tablespoons of mascarpone cheese, 35 grams of feta cheese or queso fresco, 100 grams of grated mozzarella, 1 portion of enchilada sauce, a handful of fresh chopped coriander or cilantro. Optional, a little bit of lime. Ooh, I have lime. An avocado. Ooh, I have avocado. Oh, maybe you need mushrooms for a creamy mushroom enchilada, but that's just a guess. About 500 grams. Chopped like this. And then let's get started. You can already preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius or 400 Fahrenheit. And then we're gonna get started with the onion. Well, actually with the olive oil, which we're gonna heat in a saucepan and then saute our onions in it until they're soft and starting to brown. They're done. Now we can add the mushrooms. Just cook your mushrooms. Very simple instructions, I like it. It doesn't tell me to, but I think I'm also gonna season the mushrooms now with the garlic and the, what's it called? Tarragon that I'm gonna add to the mushrooms now as well. We're only gonna do that for like a minute, then take it off the heat and add the mascarpone cheese. That looks very folly. Now mix it in until melted. Well, now it doesn't look so nice to me anymore. Now add the 35 grams of crumpled feta and mix until it's just combined. And with that, your filling is done and you're basically almost done cooking. Get another oven dish, something to create your enchiladas on. We're actually gonna start by pouring a little bit of our sauce on the bottom of a casserole pan or an oven dish or whatever you've got, just until it's lightly covered. Now it's just time to fill your tortilla. Tortilla, yeah. Spoon some filling into a tortilla. That is broken, so we're gonna do it like that. Then just roll them up. Put them in here, maybe this way around, because they're a little too large. Damn, if this tastes good, which I'm sure it will. And this was very easy. I know it might not be very like traditional, but you could put anything into these tortillas, right? And then dump them in the oven like that, right? I feel like instead of the mascarpone cheese, you can also put in cottage cheese, which I'd have rather done. So I've just poured the remaining sauce on top. And now we're gonna cover it with our grated mozzarella. Because obviously it's gonna have to be cheesy. Just like your date, hopefully. I'm not too big on too much cheese. I like a bit of cheese and I think this is a good amount. Now just bake it for 20 to 25 minutes or until the cheese has browned to your liking. Guys! I'm so excited and I just get high because our enchiladas are done. I mean, they did say to your liking. They might be a little bit too brown for you. I think it looks perfect, the cheese. I don't know. Don't come for me. Just comfort me. Since you're not doing that, I guess and hope that this food will comfort me because it does look very comforting. You know what? Maybe we're just gonna lay one on the side to make it look pretty and another one because 2 is better than 1. And then obviously this is optional, sprinkle it with some cilantro. If you're a cilantro, it doesn't really look like enchilada now. Without further ado, let's try enchiladas.
Confusion! What is happening to my body?
It's called dancing.
Boobs do not dancing!
I can tell.
Maybe don't make this for your date because they might start dancing too because of how good it is. Guys, this is really good. It is definitely lacking salt though. Oh guys, this is so fantastic. More lime. I need to stop, otherwise I will get naked. Time for one more recipe. Hello, hello, hello. It's already time for our last date. But good news, it's the 3rd date and you know what that means. No, I don't know what that means. You tell me. Should we have the talk? Are we a thing now? Are we an item? Are we exclusive? And so for the 3rd date, I thought we were gonna go with the simplest recipe, something very easy. It is a gnocchi recipe. We're gonna make simple creamy gnocchi. Hear me out. We're gonna make a version of gnocchi that I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, I do like cooked gnocchi, but gnocchi are just so much better if they're pan fried. Trust me, I am the gnocchi expert because last year I would eat gnocchi literally every day. Okay, maybe like 5 days out of a week, 4, and I kid you not, probably 8 months straight. So I know how to prepare good pan-fried gnocchi. But this time we're gonna make the cooked version of it. But to be fair, you're gonna add them at the end. So really you could just prepare the sauce and in a separate pan fry your gnocchi and then just add the sauce to your pan-fried gnocchi. Or actually, pro tip, as soon as sauce touches the pan-fried gnocchi, they kind of become soggy. So what I would do is I would always have them separate on a plate or so and then dip them into sauce and eat them. Regardless, let's get started. It really is a simple recipe, so you don't need a lot. Here's what you do need though. I'm going with a bought version because honestly, I also don't really taste much of a difference. So this is about 500 grams. I hope that's enough because I don't know how much 2 pounds is. You need some marinara, about 400-500 milliliters, 2 minced garlic cloves and some chopped fresh basil, a little bit of baby mozzarella, but I'm sure you can also just use normal mozzarella. I don't know why it has to be a baby. 1/3 of a cup of heavy cream, 1/2 of a cup of the pasta water or the gnocchi water really, 1/4 of a cup of grated parmesan cheese, and a tablespoon of olive oil, and then some salt and just seasoning of your liking. We're gonna start by cooking the potatoes about probably like 3 or 4 minutes, but gnocchi are done as soon as they rise to the top. Just make sure to reserve some water once they're cooked. This must be the easiest recipe I've ever done on this channel. Also, I had an idea. Once it's done, you can also put it into an oven dish again and then just top with some grated mozzarella or so. And then it'll probably also be nice out of the oven. Already in the meantime, you can heat some oil in a pan and add the garlic. Let it simmer for 1 minute and add the marinara sauce and also the fresh basil and the parmesan. Okay, we're gonna stir the marinara and bring to a gentle simmer. Then just turn off the heat and add the heavy cream, the pasta water, and your gnocchi, of course. Fuck your cream. I hate using cream. Oh, that's very liquid. Yep. I have a little bit too much sauce. The gnocchi are done already, what can I say? Except you're welcome. You obviously still gotta add your mozzarella as well. Ta-da! Grated parm. Honestly, I think I overdid it with the sauce a little. I tried to do less than what the recipe says because it's just me and I have 3 dinner recipes now. Apparently that didn't really work with the sauce. So it was definitely, again, the easiest we've tried today, but maybe it'll be the yummiest too. Cheers. Yeah, this is a really, really nice base. Mine got very garlicky. Oh, and what I mean by a nice base is that you can add a lot of things to this that would make it even better, I think. I mean, it's fine like this. It'll be even better at the oven, probably. Yeah, you can just add anything you want to this now. You know what, though? This would be a little boring for a date, but it's really great for a solo date. So, guys, I think we have a clear winner. I think it's probably the enchiladas, but no, actually, I did really like the zucchini parmigiana as well. I think they all gotta be upped a little bit more in flavor. I think all of these 3 recipes are really... Oh, they're not very good if you're not into tomato, I just realized, because they're all heavily tomato based.
But we all like tomatoes, right?
I don't think you have to be a very talented cook to make any of these things, so that's very nice, I think. That said, I'm gonna be enjoying a little bit of all 3 recipes now. This was a cute video. Hope it could inspire you as well. I'm heading out now. Gonna go talk to my date. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Entonces nos vemos la próxima vez. Bye, I love you. Never said that! Oh my god, are we there yet?